Emotional blackmail is real. People will call you up with some of the most ridiculous stuff if they think they can get something out of you. You could be in your house, chilling, watching Netflix, not bothering nobody. Your phone ring. You look down at the screen, see one of your exes on there, and they say something like, "Remember back in 1999 when you was supposed to be on your way to my house and I found out you was messing with that other girl?" Now you looking at the phone thinking to yourself, it's 2022. We ain't dated each other serious in over 15 years. Why are you calling me with this foolery? And then they get to going on and on about what happened 20 something years ago. And all you thinking to yourself is, really? Well, if you happen to be one of those nice guys and you got compassion and you got empathy, and that person felt like, oh, I can get something out this deal. Because after they finish with that story, they like, uh, you should take me out. You owe me a meal. Or you should do this. You should do something for them. But what's really going on is this. They just bored. They may have gotten an argument with the person they dating currently. Something went wrong in their life. They got a little free time. And they remember as they circle back around to you that you that person that they can come to almost whenever they want to, bring up this foolery, and you gonna do something nice for them. You ain't even dating this person no more. You ain't getting nothing from them, and they bringing up stuff that happened 20 something years ago. Well, the next time they call you with some foolery, what you should say is something like this: you're right. Don't say nothing else. Don't apologize. Don't even acknowledge the conversation. Because if they can't come up with a time machine and y'all can't figure out how to get back 20 years in the past, why worry about it? And the most important thing should be is that ain't on your mind no more. And believe it or not, it's not on their mind. They just using it to get something from you. And remember this: just because you was the one that got caught cheating does not mean they weren't cheating and doing all kind of foolery too. Because there's plenty of situations where the person who gets caught cheating gets tortured by the other person. And the other person was cheating too. You just didn't catch them. But the main point is, don't let nobody call you with no foolery from the past where they writing checks for you to do things right now today. I'm gonna give you another example. Let's say one of your kids say something like, you know, my life would have turned out better if you'd have gave me more hugs and maybe showed a little more compassion and love to me when I was a kid. And you thinking back, you go, wait a minute. I had a full-time job. I worked a lot of overtime. I might have had a part-time job. Uh, and you also thinking there was always food in the house. You thinking that, wait a minute, every time my kid got an event, I'm out buying a little special stuff for them. You thinking there was heat in the house, there was AC in the winter. You looking at all the things you did. And this joker talking about his life would have been better had you gave more hugs. And the irony is that this kid like 35 years old, almost 40. But what you should say to him is, you know what? You might be right. Instead of buying groceries, instead of buying your school clothes, instead of getting you those cleats when you want to play football, I should have hugged you and said, God will take care of it. Or you could tell them something like this: your life would have been better had you not been drinking, smoking, getting high, and not going to work. Had you not got those AWOLs. Had you got your lazy butt out of bed on time and not had 12 late reports. Had you not got fired because you wasn't taking life serious. Even your children. It comes a point where you just got to let them know you did your best and you ain't got to talk about it no more. And now it's their turn. And let them show you better by doing better with their own children. But my main point is emotional blackmail is real. And people will circle back to you if they think they can drop a bomb on you and get something from you. Because remember this: the people that were really terrible, the people that did horrible things, people don't call them up, reminding them what they did. No. The horrible people, you know what you do? You don't ever want to see them or hear from them again in life. If they walking down the street and you see them and they don't see you, you might dip in the store. You might cross the street. If somebody was a real terrorist and they did all kind of despicable stuff, you don't want to see that person. You ain't thinking about calling them. You ain't about to ask that person to take you out for a bite to eat. No. So if you getting them calls, if somebody dropping haymakers on you about things you did wrong in the past, it's because something going wrong in their life right now, or they bored, and they know they can take advantage of your kindness to get something they want right now. Anyway, y'all, my name is Daryl Moore. Check out my book, Payback. Peace, love, happiness. I'm out.